Hi, Lupita. How are you today? You're here before the other ones. So today's another day in the land of I don't have any notes, and I'm talking really low. Hi, Fuzz. Um, I don't know what I sound like. I sound like, welcome. How are you today? And Papa Cat's listening from the other room. He had a tired day today and still is having it. What did I watch? I watched the rest of yesterday's Natalie. Hi Kay. Um, and I started watching uh, Aaron's feed this afternoon. That's alive, of course. Um, and then sort of like, what does ASMR stand for? See that everywhere. Autonomous sensory meridian response. Ah, you will go to sleep to my voice. Ah, been trying to watch stuff. Haven't really listened to anything today. Um, been playing on my three emails. Um, the usual. And looking at the little things that they announce at the top, like you're not live streaming, and then your health is excellent. So I don't think that confuses enough. Didn't get a chance to like work on my desk behind me because I got caught up in something, but I don't shouldn't be sitting here all day. It did not help my leg. And then, of course, what happened this morning would not help my leg either. Um, I guess the alarms haven't been tested in forever. So they, without like notifying us, the alarm guy sets off the alarm. That mofo was loud. Um, and went downstairs and talked to him about it, and we didn't even have like a sticker, and so we haven't been um inspected in 2 years at that point, or whatever the cycle is. Thank the guy, got to talk to the neighbor who hates me, but he doesn't look like he hates me much anymore, so that's good. Um, Let me think, what else? Oh, scared the bejesus out of the girls, that's for sure. Um, Realized I need to get a kennel with a stair attachment, the stairs, the rolls that just go downstairs because leave him here. But I knew there wasn't a fire going on. I would have smelled it by then. So, kennel that goes downstairs. And boy, is my leg gonna hurt tomorrow because it didn't hurt going up and down or going down those stairs real fast. Got the adjuster for my car. Hi, Clark. Got the adjuster for our car. Thank gosh it's on this side of the bay where the car culture is big. Um, so the adjuster saw my car. I drove it out into the alleyway, of course. He saw the car and he was like, "Oh, no, 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 this can be fixed." And I'm like, "Yay. I'm gonna have a Volvo." Yeah, the million miles. Is that Volvo or Mercedes? It's Pinto. I don't know. So he was very appreciative of my car. So I'm gonna put the effort into it and get it fixed up. I saw a fixed up version of it yesterday because someone at high school has my car that's a four door or coupe, and either they fixed it or their parents fixed it or it's his dad's car. The thing is in perfect condition and it's like, ooh. So, and then the adjuster today told us we get our wheels refinished because he explained it. First one ever explained it. I have oxidation on my wheels, and that's because my wheels came out in like the first like year, and they thought it was neat to be raw, so they don't have anything on them. So they would oxidize, and I get them done at a wheel repair place for like 160 a wheel. It's like, ooh, that's not bad. Um, Thank you, KA. Yes, I saw that. Hugo is planning to come back. Scratch that, yes. So get the front lights covers replaced. Uh, Brother found something cool, but it only lasts a couple of months where it takes off or it does something magic that makes the lights clear again. And but he said himself, he said it's got to be redone again in a few months. And it's like, yeah, they're now back to being foggy and not brain foggy. And so it was amazing how they had did that. I hadn't even looked into it. So I'm sure there's some place I can find to replace those lights or someone who can, since it is a huge car culture on this side of the bay, find someone that can do that. The adjuster was very impressed with my car. So, and that's when he was like, "Oh no, it's fine. It can be replaced." So that I had that going for me this morning. Hi, Dove. Um, how many minutes am I in? 7. Okay. And our Hello Fresh is arriving soon. We've gone down to 2 meals a week instead of 3. We were overlapping way too much. But dinner tonight will be whatever I darn well pick, that's for sure, because I needed to come on here because it was therapy, and I could hear the person going, "Oh, that's bull, you're just being lazy, get your butt out there." What are you raising your eyebrows for? Two menu selections. Oh, I don't know yet. So the little sister's mom passed away today. So um she had stage 4 cancer, found out it went to her brain. She died with dignity. So I'm a little out there because she's one of 3 women I called mom. My bio mom, my cop mom, which was school, and then this mom. So, but I can sincerely hear her going, "Fuck that, I'm dead, big deal, get your butt up there and do something." She was one of those types of moms. So, I wasn't going to meet the adjuster today, but did get dressed because Papa Cat was on the phone. So got dressed, and like I said, I could hear her in the back of my head going, "So what? Get your ass down there, save your car." So, um, went down there, saved my car. Um, I went to live chat, Adam. They had a DUI driver in Fresno who was on rims when they finally stopped her. A lot of them on rim are on rims when they get stopped. So, Sonichu medallions. So yes, act normal. I'm trying to. And like I said, I keep hearing her in the back of my head going, "Fuck you, get on live stream. That's what you're supposed to be doing. It's what you do all the time. Don't be lazy." So I'm doing this because one of my moms has gone today. And I didn't get to see before she left. Um, I got the text from the little sister today telling me what was going on and just didn't get a chance before the brain cancer hit. So cancer sucks. Fuck you, cancer. So with the adjuster, the fire alarm, that puppy is That's amazing. Um, and then me not really, I love that go. So I'm a little spacey, you guess. Um, I don't take death well, but I don't take it well in a weird way. Um, Papa Cat made a joke and he's like, I shouldn't do that. And I'm like, yes, you should. Because, like I said, she'd be pissed if I was sitting in a corner crying. So, thanks, Kay. So, little sister is going to tell me when the memorial is. Um, she was such a sweetheart. She sent me a text that said, Mom wanted to see you before she went, but it just got so fast. And I was like, she's such a sweetheart. Mom probably said, don't have her near me. I don't want her to see her. Want her to see me when I'm like this. So, um, yeah, I'll tell her later when I see her. It's just like you didn't have to say that. So, yeah. So your job today is to entertain me while I entertain you. Let's do an Escher and go around in circles. Um, Nobody takes it well. Like a family friend said, you're never too old to. Yes. Yes. I haven't seen her in so long. It was so weird. Thanks, good vibes. Um, but you don't think about that because she's been a mom since I was 19. So you don't really think of things like that because, I have friends I don't see for 10 years or don't speak to. The BFF has gone through at least one 10-year uh disassociation. Being with people sometimes the best thing in times like this, yes. And I really do appreciate the fact that she got to go when she wanted to instead of having to waste away to nothing. So that and brain cancer has got to be fucking horrible. So yes, excuse me, the cuss word's gonna come out. I'm not gonna be able to monetize today. So yeah, all I have is brain fog, not brain cancer. Blah. Anyway, I will go with a cat, but facing me, isn't that nice? It's like, hi, oh, look, don't fart. That's the first thing I think of when I have a cat put in my face is don't fart, thank you. Never told to be an orphan, as a family friend told me. Yeah, I only have one parent left. Um, yeah, all of the moms and the bio moms and the bio dads. I have one left, and that's my stepdad, who I call dad. So, I'll tell him on Friday, and it's the worst way to wake up, Fuzz. It's just a really weird way to wake up. Like, I didn't order this. I've got the supermodel sleeping next to me on the chair. Um, and the orange one came up for a while once we found them and got them to come out. The orange one was on the bed trying to, I guess, decide to go under the covers on the bed and left me some litter, of course. And she stuck around here for a while and then she went downstairs and Papa Cat was supposed to bring her up when he was done with lunch. I don't think he did that. You really the Hello Fresh is here. Yeah, I turned off the notification on my phone or muted it, but it didn't mute on my watch. And this is a new, um, so on my phone. So it's all over the place. It's in colors I didn't like. Didn't stop the notifications, didn't mute the notifications on my watch. So I'm like, I look at my watch and then I look over at um, no, that is, I was gonna say, that's HelloFresh. But you love that. It's like, hi, I'm really paying attention, you guys, I swear. Um, yes, I don't want cat-induced pink eye. I never thought of that. Yes, it could be cat butt on your face. Now that would definitely be worse. I think the orange. other orange one has a litter box too. No, he is a diaper. I'm falling asleep in Saudi Arabia, and when I was watching him this morning before anything else, saluting other troops, he is such an idiot. Oh my God, that man is so bizarrely stupid. It's ridiculous. And now he's getting in Trump Tower, Damascus, and his people are fighting that it's for the government. No, it's not. I can't wait for this to be over. I swear, it's ridiculous. It's bizarre. It's like watching a joke. It really is. That and the Afrikaans that are now here as refugees. Mm. Maybe mom going was a distraction. There's something else to think about. Uh, so, and last night, and of course my leg too, last night I spent too much time up here. So I'm sitting on an office chair that's not comfortable. And so this morning I wake up and my leg's like bad as all heck. So, and Natalie's mentioned me twice about taking pictures of people who come in and out or forwarding clips of people coming in and out of San Francisco, work. And I told her yesterday because I was watching when she was doing the sunset. I was like, when my leg heals. If this what is what being old is about, this sucks. Add me think that the change in the tabs is going to make the pain fall a little later. Changing the what? I was reading it like I was going to understand it, and then I'm like, don't understand it. I just brain the brain fog. I wish I could throw my head across on the mic, but it's not. And it looks like a pink marshmallow on my video. It's a Lucky Charms marshmallow. That's what it looks like. Ah, so yeah, today's been weird. That fire alarm really sucked though. Oh my God, that sounded like an industrial fire alarm, and the poor girls are just like, screw this. I'm surprised they both came out afterwards. I figured Birdie would be on the dirty clothes in Papa Cat's room for the rest of the day, but no, she came out. I guess me feeling weird was more of a thing until more than let me just hide in here and not think about it. So yeah, I was watching Natalie last night live. I was watching Aaron live now, and I'm thinking I haven't learned very much more today, but hell, I'll just go on the second floor and veg out in front of the television for the rest of the day and see if I absorb anything else. My absorption rate today has been like boing. So, um, and Audit LA was live a minute ago. I don't know if she still is. But Kathy Griffin is live. um, did figure out yesterday that you can do a live restream and it says it's live because I came up at like 1 in the morning on a impeach Trump thing that wasn't any of our wasn't C-SPAN and went on it. It was like Trump impeached now, and it was one of the Congress senators talking about it. And I'm like, at 6 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning, okay, but I don't think so. So went and finally found it, what he was restreaming, and it was like, dude, that's tacky. Telling us that, it's like one of those clout chasing titles. So it was like, uh, but made me realize now that, duh, I could stream a restream or a stream of something else. And it's interesting that C-SPAN is on YouTube, sort of thing. And I'm not missing cable as much. That's the stupid part. You get cable nowadays. You maybe look at two channels and the people our age. Who was it this morning? I was watching something that did the old people on Facebook thing, which is not necessarily true, is that the people in my generation, Gen Xers, all they know how to do is go on Facebook and they're not very tech savvy. And it's like, hey, child, we're the ones who develop those stupid programs. Um, Being tech savvy just means we know what's out right now. It's not that we don't know how to work what's out right now. It's easy. Um, and so yeah, it's like, great, that's what I have to look forward to when I'm old is, oh, well, you don't understand the platforms, I'm sure. And it's like, oh, I just haven't looked at them to see them and catch up with them. Okay? And zebras tick me off sometimes. So tariffs, autocorrect, and voice recognition. Do you think the reduced tariffs will make the pain fall out later? Well, we're going to go through the hump of, um, and it's getting to be my favorite phrase. I don't remember who explained it, but we're going to go through the hump of them not sending ships out. So we're going to have a little bit of a hump. It's supposed to be how long it takes a ship to get to your port. So it takes 30 days for us to get to port. So our ship traffic will be down for at least 15 days. I was saying before that I thought China was sending them to us because they figured we wouldn't stop receiving them at the port of Oakland. Um, because we still had 6 or 7 ships was better than nothing. That was the thing. 6 or 7 ships was still better than nothing. And we still had something being loaded the day that it was supposed to start. So we had that. I unfortunately can't see them right now because I'm not going to the org. Um, so I figure I'll start going to the org. Um, I can walk in the morning. So hopefully that'll be sooner. Mind over matter. I always think that my mind makes my body heal faster. I still heal relatively fast for my age, definitely. Um, so we'll see how that goes, and or maybe I'll just, well, no, I thought it was the sitting, and I think it is. Um, because I thought also it was like taking the car to San Francisco that was hurting just as much because I also wasn't getting out correctly. Need to turn my whole body to get out of the car instead of doing it with the one leg thing. Um, I heard him go downstairs. What are you doing with her? I want the head, please. No, no cat parts, please. No, the head. And like I said, they're not freaked out as we thought they'd be. So this is Papa Cat apologized that he couldn't come home with me, and I'm like, it's a work day. But I heard him downstairs, and I'm like, ah, he's getting me some orange marmalade. So, and yeah, I'm definitely be getting some leeway from the girls because Abby wouldn't let her be put down on the desk otherwise. So Abby's now over there. Birdie's over there. Oh, Birdie's awake now. She was asleep. Now that we brought up the other, or Papa Cat brought up the other one, it's like, interesting. Ah. So probably yes, but the chaos will come. The back and forth is not sustainable. It buys time but not an out. I think the 10% tariff that he's using as an excuse now, we still are going to have that bump, but we're not having cargo ships come in. So I stocked up on jasmine rice because most of that comes from, yes, um, overseas. Yeah. Glenn Close grew up in MRA. She definitely thinks it's a cult. Back to the MRA. Uh, it's almost getting to be as much fun as Vatican II on the second day. And I did not say it. Blah blah blah. You did not hear me say Vatican II. Big giant head. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. La la la. Um, yeah, I'm also worried for our side. It's like the guys who have to send stuff out and the crops that are dying now because they can't send them out. And I should have went to the farmer's market this morning because I bet you it has a lot more people here right now trying to uh dump crops that they can't sell. So weirdly enough, there's probably, and if I got lettuce from the farmer's market, it'd probably be a lot more safer than the lettuce that's out there that's, giving everybody, from what I hear, everything is my opinion. It's all fiction until it's proven. Like, so this is all my opinion. Since they've been talking about that romaine and iceberg have cooties, that if got it at the farmer's market, at least by just memory repetition, that we just wash it. It's like I was saying that to somebody about um where the lettuce is right now because they were talking about getting a packaged salad, and I'm like, because, it's floating around lettuce, and they're like, oh, it's packaged, don't worry about it. Unless they do some kind of bizarre cleaning in salad, packaged salad, which I'd love to know if anybody knows that because I miss my packaged salads. It's what we eat from like April to October. So it's like my Aldo Panda would be down to Aldo packaged salad today. Um, Oranges were just harvested there. Ooh. And Clark has the inroad because he lives around there, around the groves of everything. Central Valley, California, everything grows there. So I think about the romaine empire. I just had like a picture of a head of the Roman Empire as Romaine, um, or a Caesar as Romaine. Yeah, but Caesars are made with romaine, aren't they? Haven't had that in a while. Back when I was a kid, it was a thing to make a romaine, to make a Caesar right next to you while you watched. Um, the waiter would come up and make the seasoning and put everything together and, give it to you and charge a stupid amount of money for, you know, a sideshow. I'm talking too much. The other one has gotten down now from her chair. Is she going away? Or I think she's to circle. Um, so yeah, I think the last place that would be done would be in Sausalito. I think it's called Spinnaker. Does it even still exist? Hmm. Let's see. Oh, I'm on the other. It's like, why isn't this popping up here? Ah, it might be. It's popping up on my drop downs. Yes, it still exists. Oh my God. This was like for us the uber fancy restaurant to go to when I was a kid. Um, is the Spinnaker in Sausalito. Let's see. Eh. Oh, look at this. That was an incoming call from likely spam. The big little brother gave me his text number today because he got a new one. I'm going to, I'm either falling for something or he really doesn't recognize it. I just answered with "It's me, goofball." Um, but I did put my name, so I wouldn't just go "It's me, goofball" and have him go, who are you?" Let's see. They need to fix it. I went to the homepage and it popped up with a, you know, can make a reservation or look at the menu. And I went to look at the menu and it didn't like drop it. So, uh, elderflower teeny. Because of course it pops up with libations because it's on the water in Sausalito, which is like in Marin. And Marin is, you know, frou-frou as it is, and Sausalito's more frou-frou than frou-frou. So, but the prices aren't bad for here. Uh, let's see if it still makes you. It has a Caesar salad, but it doesn't say. It says the special version of this delightful salad. So they probably still make it um next to you, which even on uh, the weight loss pin needle, which you haven't brought up for me yet. To love that. What? My Wegovy. I thought about it for a second earlier today because you're not going to shoot it up on live, and I was like, if I say this is a medical like uh medical teaching or class, could I like put it up? So, Club of Rome 2027 sterility population control agenda. they they use Remain at Build-A-Burger. That doesn't sound like it'd be too stupid. Build-A-Burger. I think I know what I want for dinner. In and out. They have one in Alameda. He meant it. Ah, okay. His the big little brother's dad passed away recently too. It's just like, great, all of our parents are going to start falling off right now. There's not a lot of parents for us lately. Ooh, I know one parent. I hope not. Um, Protestants see papal vestments as Caesar dressing. You mean Pope DiCaprio? I love it how he's just driving those people crazy. How dare you have a pope that knows how poverty what poverty is on his own by his own accord. I love it. This alone. Oh my God. Yeah, Sausalito is beautiful, isn't it, Kay? Yeah. And it's like Sausalito is a place where all the houses are on a hill and all the houses are probably $4 or $5 million. Um, last time I was there, there was this little Italian place right on the water. It was empty when we got there, but it was excellent. Yeah, during the day on a weekday is the best place to go to any place in Sausalito because it's completely everything that's on the water is like tourist. So I don't even know if regulars go to these places. Um, Novus ordered Novus order Pope and validly consecrates head of lettuce and woke banjo liturgy. Thank you. You're definitely helping this to go faster. Let us be friends. Oh my God. Ordo. Okay. I knew you guys would help. So, because yeah, before I started, I'm just sort of staring into space going, what do I do now? While I hear my other mom in the back of my head going, I'm dead, so what? Get going. You've got other things to do. So, curial vegetable misuse was exposed in ballot leaks. That it, that is leak. Vatican leaks. This addiction. Benediction, let us pray. Oh my God, you guys. Yes, just keep doing this. This helps. There's a great joke here. I just don't make. Okay. While I'm sitting there looking at this vinegar menu going, everything I can't eat right now. Actually, I could eat them. I would just have to eat them in very small um dishes. It's like I would literally go to a restaurant right now and how they always say they will charge you if you split a um something you order. It's like fine. At least that way it'll get eaten. Because the last thing you want to take home is a Caesar salad. Ugh. Does not does not handle the next day version of it. I have tried. So, at least this way, Papa Cat could share things with me and I wouldn't have to worry about taking them home. Did you see the city council meeting in Clearwater today? No. It was so wild one of the board members may change their vote whether or not to give Osa the street. What? Animal audit corner. Well, there was the thing yesterday, which was a it was a work meeting. That's why Aaron was talking about this morning about that was a work meeting or this yesterday, whichever one I watched. And so I thought the other meeting wasn't until Thursday, Friday. So take a look at uh I don't think there was the one yesterday. I think it was or today. I think it was the one from yesterday and he turned to our side. So that's why everybody should start sending emails and that, great seafood place at Moss Landing by Seaside. I saw the place go up. I hope you don't mean go up, Clark. Um, I mean, the edges of the bay had tons of great seafood places. There were seafood places in Oakland that were great. Um, that unfortunately, the one place in Oakland that my parents used to go to, they had portholes you could look down to see the water. Um, they got an offer. They sold their place. It mysteriously went up in a fire right before they sold it. Interesting. Hmm? They're now over in Alameda and they're not that great. So, um, from ramshackle to a nice enclosed building, yeah. We are on a journey of accompaniment as we build bridges to encounters as oh God. That almost passed. That almost passed. You're lucky I knew who you were. Otherwise it'd be like, what? Oh God, no. And if anybody doesn't know, we're trying to cheer me up and make me happy because my one of my adopted moms passed away this morning from brain cancer. Um, I figured I should throw that in occasionally, but she would be the one to go, so I'm dead, get your ass out there and do things. Don't use me as an excuse. That's lazy. So stop looking. So my big giant heads are making me laugh. Um, because I have to pretty much carry on because if I don't, she would have given me crap for it. So there was a meeting today, or did Aaron show yesterday's meeting? Aaron showed yesterday's meeting. I know you drop out of things for one freaking day and you're lost. Yeah, that was yesterday's meeting. Um, active participate, active participation. Yeah, no, because everybody was talking about yesterday, because it's just a study meeting, I guess. So the vote isn't until Friday. Um, so yeah, it's like, have you been here, Doph, or did you just come in? Um, yeah, so yesterday was like a study meeting that the public could like participate in or look at or something. And was it Aaron was amused that the guy was giving Scientology a what for, and for showing them the video that was 6 years old and stuff like that. So no one's expects the Spanish Inquisition with guitars. Oh, thank you. Okay, I wasn't sure. Like I said, completely um doing stuff here out of semi-protest. um with guitars. Where did she go? Did she come into your room? Supermodel. She's gone now. Oh, okay. She's hanging out in the hallway. She's been laying on the raffia rug for some reason. We have a raffia, really cool edged, like hallway runner, up here for her to scratch at. Still doesn't keep her from scratching on the carpets downstairs, but she likes to lay on it, and it's raffia, so it's easy to clean. So I have one up here, and I have one in front of the refrigerator because the orange one likes to worship at the ice maker. The ice maker has kept her attention since we moved in. We didn't have one in the old place. Um, and when the motor goes off, she'll like wake up and look around to see what's going on. So, yes, she holds the ice maker in high deity standard, I think. They were telling Dusty in his chat yesterday that one of the people changed his vote in the street would say it took him 2 hours to notice it. I I was just like, yep, that'd be Dusty. He made my tie-dye yesterday. He asked me for the size and I said medium and he said, that's awfully small. And I'm like, yeah, I'm shrinking. Uh, I found a follow-up like paper. They don't do it in paper anymore from one of my doctor's appointments. And um my official one was officially 195 to begin with. Dropped it in 185 because I thought that that's where they like weighed me, but no, I can actually use 191 as an official start. So that was the one that I thought was 95. So then I've lost 40 pounds. So yeah, when I said that to Dusty, probably had it already started. That's probably why he said that's small or he couldn't do it because he's an excellent tie-dyeist. Oh my God. I wouldn't wear tie-dye, but when I saw Dusty's, I was like, I'll wear it. I will definitely wear it. It is amazing. One deadhead on this planet can actually do a decent tie-dye. So, um, I said, fine, then do large. So I went through some of my clothes yesterday for the clothing swap this weekend and had to get rid of 15, I think, hoodie type sweaters. And when you're heavy, you wear them over completely. I don't know why you think that people think it in their heads, but I did it. It's like you just wear a sweater to go out. That's it. You always do. It's some kind of security blanket. Well, I don't fit 15 of them anymore because I'm down to 151. I hope they get down to 138. Because that's when I'm no longer in the BMI of overweight because I was originally obese. Now I'm overweight. I would be normal weight at 138 for my height and my real height, not the height I always wanted to be. I think I topped out at 5'3" and a half when I was 16. Scientology to build their own neom in deep desert or tundra of Clearwater will not comply. I seriously think they thought Hemet was going to be the place to go. And I have a feeling that Hemet told them, hell no, because I was saying yesterday that, or sometime earlier this week, that Hemet looked like it was supposed to be the base, but it was too far. And then I thought, wait a minute, earlier was like, wait a minute, John Travolta um, has jets. You could fly in. I bet you Hemet said no. Or uh, aviation said no. Maybe it's um, a route to come in from the other side. Excuse me, from the East Coast. So, yay. If you go by your highest weight, you've lost 70 pounds. Rock on, K. And you're doing it right. I'm cheating. Well, actually, I'm not cheating. She put me on it for a legitimate reason. She said she is not doing it for weight loss, even though she's wanted me to lose weight, my doctor. Um, she did it for my diabetes. My diabetes is now normal. Or my blood sugar is now normal. I was pre-diabetic for 25 years. I hit pre-diabetes at like 22, and they've been expecting it all along, but I don't eat um I don't eat um sweeteners. I'm allergic to aspartame, and never found when the because that was out first. Finally, when like stevia came out, it's too sweet, gross. And then Papa Cat's the one who got me eating sweets regularly because he has a sweet tooth only after dinner, but he has a sweet tooth. So, he got me eating sweets, and and probably went through a um time when I would eat more sweets than normal, and finally made it to diabetes. Happened over the last year, 2 years. Um, so yeah, last year, because I was pre-diabetic last year, and then when I finally got over, or the year before, and when I finally took my physical last year, in the middle of 2024, that's when she said, you finally got it. And I'm like, great, that took 25 years to do. So, it runs in the family, definitely runs in the family. I just don't have a sweet tooth and don't use sweeteners because sweeteners actually mess you up because they're overly sweet. I have avoided sweeteners in everything. I try one once in a while to see if I can have a sweetened something, and they're gross. So he'd find a way to make things better because he was a man who could do that. I wish I knew where we could find others like him. Cisco Major, there are heroes all over the Behar. I'm sitting with one. Feels like I walked into an American military documentary. Clark, I have no clue. Indian reservation next to him, it was not about Scientology and their BS. Excuse me while I lick myself. That's what I do when I'm like very happy about things. It's like, because cats do it, you know? So my people said, hell no. See? My people know. And we'd prefer to be called Native. I wanted to go by First Nation. I did for a while because I thought it was really great to have like a name like First Nation. I think I even went under other because when they ask for race or ethnicity, I always go under um, American Indian or an Alaskan Native. I think for a couple maybe questionnaires, I put other and put First Nation. I tried to get my doctor to give me the medicine, but my A1C is too close to normal. Yep. Mine freaked out because I was heavy and diabetic all of a sudden. So she freaked out. My mom was diabetic. Everybody, brother, my aunt, my uncles, it definitely runs in the family. And um, so she just told me though that don't get excited about it because I'm not going to be on it forever. So Yeah, day before yesterday was the first time I ever took a picture of what I ate, to keep these things in mind. So when I go through the 3 solid months of driving myself crazy to not gain the weight back, because I'm very much of the opinion, and they said it's natural that if you lose weight, you gain back. If you're, someone like me who I have an eating disorder, it's just not, doesn't make me skinny. It keeps me fluffy. And I recognize that. So I have to work on that, which I'm starting to do because when I go to see her in July, August, September, I think, um, 'cause I have to see her every 3 months. She's going to take me off of it. She has no problem. She's like, you're only going to be on it long enough to not be diabetic anymore, and then we're going to put you on another one. That's not this bad because this was not meant to be permanent. And I personally think she's probably done this to a few people because otherwise I don't think my insurance would have approved it because it's Wegovy. And they don't approve that real easily. She was actually surprised that they gave it to me like that. And it's the bigger one now. So I have a feeling the next time I go and I'll be done no matter what weight I am. So Reese's makes zero sugar peanut butter cups. Yeah, but they make peanut butter cups with real sugar. So that's how I eat them. And I have a stash of dark chocolate. I got it by accident. Dark chocolate thin mini or thin Reese's. They don't suck. And it's dark chocolate. Yeah, my luck. Uh I don't like sugar, or I don't eat anything but real sugar, but I don't like dark chocolate. It's so bizarre. If I would have liked dark chocolate, what's the sweetener? At, I'm very hesitant to eat sugar-free candy because usually they use sorbitol. Right. You know what? Start eating regular sugar things with sugar. Cut out all sweeteners in your body. You'll probably, if you do it on a regular basis, you will have withdrawals. Um, there's another friend of mine who doesn't like sweeteners either, and he does only sugar. Um, you'd be surprised what is only sugar besides Mexican Coke. Um, I'm trying to think. M&M's, whoever does Reese's, I can't remember the company. Look on the back. It'll tell you if it's high fructose corn syrup or sugar. Um, but yeah, I've been reading ingredients on things for a long time because since I was allergic to aspartame, um, that I've been keeping an eye on things for a long time. I was 14 when I was told that because Crystal Light had just come out. Oh, I was having a ball because my mother didn't let me have sugar as a kid because I was borderline hyperkinetic. So I'd sneak sugar and stuff. But when Crystal Light came out, I was like, yay! So I got to drink Crystal Light instead of unsweetened iced tea. Um, and then I got the most ferocious headaches. Full blown, I want to go in a corner, not migraine because it didn't like change like the world, but it felt like my brain wanted to get out of my body. Um, and my doctor slightly freaked out and said, "Stop taking it. You're allergic to it." So, as the world has gotten more aware of high fructose corn syrup and uh, all the other sweeteners, and they find out that the sweeteners are um, too sweet, make your body crave it, which, you can go in your conspiracy theories and go, yeah, they did it on purpose. Um, there was a tangent there. I don't. So yeah, no, I've tried when it's come out. I usually try it once in like a soda or something. Oh yeah, too sweet. It's too sweet. It makes your body want it more. So that's why I only do sugar. Sugar isn't as bad as you think it is. Um, Just think of it as keeping a calorie count on your sugar, find out what you're supposed to do a day, and then stick to it. That's it. That's probably why I stayed pre-diabetic for 25 years, is because I didn't put anything else but real sugar into my body. So, mhm. I'm on the Ray Palmer diet. I can change my mass without reducing my food consumption or exercising. Ray Palmer. Who's Ray Palmer? Is he related to Arnold Palmer? Trust me, Papa Cat would like me yelling these things. So I have to use the the loud keyboard, this one, because my nails are too long for the flat one. So I've got this keyboard today, my DeWalt keyboard. I think that's what Dusty called it. So, oh, he's Aquaman? Yeah, that's Aquaman, isn't it? No, I guess not. I forgot. They're making more, aren't they? I only know the Friends, the Saturday morning cartoon ones, because I don't. I know I have to give up my nerd card because I'm not into any of these things. Ooh. So let's tell me if you can hear that. I doubt if you can. Um, so yeah, Adam, 61. Oh, he's been around for a while. Super Friends. Right, Super Friends. So I only know the Super Friends. Ah, oh my God, what did I miss? Under religion, I put most. What's a mohist? Sorbitol will have unfortunate dietary consequences if you're not careful. Exactly why I'm cautious. M&M Mars. Yes, thank you. Can't drink Crystal Light. Makes me sick. It's aspartame. And they also found out that aspartame was a lot more dangerous than they thought. I guess not dangerous enough to take it off the market, but they don't recommend like using it a lot. So it's like, okay, well, why didn't you take it off the market? Because it makes too much money. Fruit juice has to be limited for babies and toddlers because too much will. Also, if you don't mind doing spritzers, you can take a juice and add a water to it, or like I do this is my green tea lemonade. Um, it said that the meeting was live. Really? That's weird, Animal Audit. I could have swore he said yesterday was the study, and that's when the person, started reading Scientology, the Riot Act, um, and that they were going to vote on Thursday or Friday. So that's interesting. It's like, I'm tired of going like this all the time. Well, if you go to Abron's page, I bet you he's got links to, or can give you email addresses to things. So you can write to the council in Clearwater or the mayor, and you can just do it nicely as saying for someone who's does not live in Clearwater but can appreciate Clearwater. Um, can you please not approve this because they're not doing anything but buying it up and keeping it locked up, so it's only Scientology. It's not conducive to positive living to have the downtown of a town that has people that live there. And if it was a podunk town, it'd be one thing, but it's a legitimate town. And they built their arena that Dusty like does his lives from because he, it's right across the street from Scientology. So he tells people, Scientology is a cult. Dusty soda dispenser, in case anybody's wondering. Um, he's my little brother. Ah, so I guess I'll have to look at it after. So Fuzz said she didn't know about the fruit juice. Yeah, my mother actually was the one who would dilute our fruit juices. Um, she said it's got too much sugar in it, and it's like back in the 70s, it's like you didn't really understand, natural sugars. But the beast had maternal instinct, I guess, because I used to always complain that fruit juice at other people's houses was a lot more tastier than ours, and my mom would say that's because we it needs to be cut down. So, you know, diluted a little. So Ray Palmer, the Atom, yep, and he's been around since 1961. So I don't know anything about comic books. As I always say, I am a comic book character. It doesn't mean that I like comic books. Ted Knight did the Super Friends intro for a while. Really? That's cool. I drink Crystal Light, but only because of Brantha. Oh my god. Didn't we act like this last time? I think Papa Cat and I were like, oh my god, what's next? when, when Big Giant Head would come up with something new. What? Judy Zebra Knight is an American spiritual leader and author known for a purported channeling of a spiritual entity named Ramtha. I wish I was a zealot of something. I could have a good religion. I really could. Traveling Clearwater Blues. Link to Aaron's post with City Council. Thank you, Fuds. There's a great routine about the difference between grape drink and grape juice. They're both bad for you. Just one makes you poisoned in a cult. The Ramtha School of Entertainment. It means the father. Whatever happened to Ramtha? According to Knight, Ramtha led the army for 10 years until he was betrayed and almost killed. Knight maintains Ramtha spent the next 7 years in isolation, recovering and observing nature, the seasons, his army making home and families, and many other things. I didn't understand hardly any of that. Let's see. Kinda Evans did Crystal like commercials and was a devotee of Rambo. Oh my god. Linda Evans. Okay. Yeah, she did. Great dream bit. Thank you, Fuzz. Did you see that Jimmy Akin is selling online parapsychology courses? You know, in this world, you can sell a how to use a Q-tip online course nowadays. Linda Evans admitted she had too much plastic surgery. Good, because we all don't want to wind up like Madonna. I think she had everything taken out and probably had a facelift after that. Because, yeah, even she thought she looked ridiculous with the Grammys. I don't understand how people can still think that filler makes them look younger instead of making them look ridiculous. I don't know. So, yes. So the um, goals for today is not to cry, but I doubt if I will. I'm one of those people who never do. Look up Aaron's link to write to Clearwater. Um, work on my inbox some more. I got my emails pretty high and tight. It's the inbox over here. And I have it stuff on both sides so you can't see. But see how thick it is? That's the inbox. And keep making stupid ass jokes. Ah, I would expect that from the KJV Anki is. Okay, guys, it's after an hour. Thank you, Clark. But I seriously can hear her in the back of my head going, I'm dead. Fuck you. Keep going. You should be doing this because it's something to do. And I actually like it. I could picture her doing it, saying it. So she was a biker. First thing she ever showed me was the three toes she got that got clipped off because her foot got caught in the rear wheel. And I'm just like looking at the little sister going, your mom's a weirdo. And she's like, yeah, I know. I saw a commercial for American Idol last night, and Lionel she looks terrible. He has way too much filler in his cheeks. You know, I mean, just the whole thing. It's like these are natural. It doesn't look good if they're not natural. And if you have high cheekbones, they're going to be high cheekbones all your life. So if I remember right, he has high cheekbones. So he should have something done to this if he really wants to, not more filler in here. Eh, remind me of this in 20 years. So, okay, guys, I'm going to go try not to just stare into space and exist on another level. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, probably from here. Because remember, I'm not like making myself go to org if I can't. So everybody have a good day. Let's see. Like. I need more likes. Um, sub, member. Misty, Play Misty for me is the movie and the fog, not a girl's name. Um, and then save all your money because we're gonna need it at least for that 30-day window of when we're not getting cargo ships in. So go buy toilet paper and paper towels. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Ciao, Bellas.